All right, let's get into it. Imagine you're the face of an NBA dynasty for nearly 3 decades and decide, sort of unexpectedly, to change roles completely. Gregg Popovich, the man known for making magic happen on the court with the San Antonio Spurs, is stepping back as head coach. Yep, you heard that right. He's transitioning full-time to being the team president. Now, this isn't just a random move. There have been whispers about Popovich's health challenges recently. A stroke last year was kind of the tipping point. In his new role as president, Popovich stays essential, like super essential to the Spurs, though just not calling the plays directly. If you're watching this video, odds are you're into basketball, or Popovich, or both. Hit subscribe to keep up, and hey, help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So, diving deeper into Gregg Popovich's legacy, it kind of reads like a legendary tale in the world of basketball, doesn't it? His coaching career with the Spurs is, well, nothing short of extraordinary. Let's rewind back to where it all started. The championship victories. The Spurs' first taste of ultimate glory under Popovich came during the 1998-99 season. That season set the stage for, a dynasty that would kind of dominate for years to come. At the heart of Popovich's success story are the players he coached. Tim Duncan, known as the Big Fundamental, was pivotal to the team. He won 2 MVP awards and was a consistent force on the court. Are you maybe wondering why Duncan was so essential? Well, his humility and work ethic were just unparalleled, and under Pop's guidance, he flourished. Then, there was the emergence of Kawhi Leonard, who, to be honest, was a game changer. His rise to superstardom happened quickly, especially during the 2014 playoffs when he snagged the Finals MVP. Popovich somehow always knew how to bring out the best in his players, It's like he had this sixth sense. The championship wins in 1999, 2003, 2005, 2007, and 2014 weren't just wins. They were colossal achievements that cemented Popovich's place in NBA lore. The game strategies, the nonstop drills, all those moments that Pop created, they defined what true basketball greatness looked like. And it's not just about the big wins. Even during regular seasons, the Spurs under Popovich projected pure excellence and a kind of unique resilience that was hard to match. Let's not forget that Popovich has become the all-time winningest coach, surpassing the legendary Don Nelson. This ain't just about numbers or stats. It's such a remarkable achievement that it basically shows Pop's relentless drive and deep love for the game. He always pushed his players, but he also nurtured them, offering wisdom both on and off the court. Player after player, championship after championship, Pop's influence reaches far beyond his direct interactions with the team. He reshaped precisely how basketball is played, focusing on the idea of team unity rather than just star power. His coaching methods were revolutionary, and his defensive schemes, which consistently ranked high, were literally a masterclass in coaching excellence. So, what truly sets Popovich apart is his integrity and passion for teaching.
Play the right way. That means play hard and execute wisely. With the effort, the transition, the effort on the board, physicality in the half-court offense, and then pace back and play unselfishly. It's called basketball. Nothing hard about it. You got to do it.
He wasn't just a coach. He became a mentor to his players, guiding them long after their playing days were over, which, in turn, has maintained the Spurs' standard even during challenging times. Pop's legacy isn't only visible in terms of wins and losses, it's also present in the lasting relationships he built and in the profound impact he had on the fabric of the NBA. There's so much more to this man than what's written on paper. He's inspired generations and set a bar so high, so we gotta really give him credit for that. What do you guys think? Was Popovich the best of his era? Let me know in your thoughts below. All right, now that we've walked down memory lane with Coach Popovich, let's talk about what's next for the Spurs, okay? So, with Popovich easing into his new role as team president, the Spurs must navigate a path forward. Losing such an iconic coach is no small feat, and you kind of start to wonder, what's next for this storied franchise? Well, the good news is that Pop hasn't completely left the building. As the team president, he remains super involved, possibly influencing decisions from behind the scenes. This could be huge for the Spurs, seriously. They still get to soak up all that incredible wisdom, even if it's in a different capacity. But at the end of the day, you can't simply replicate the dynamic influence he had on the court. So the new head coach's shoes to fill are gigantic. When it comes to finding this new head coach, the Spurs are probably looking for someone who can continue the same culture that Popovich built. It's all about maintaining the Spurs' legacy while maybe infusing some fresh energy into the squad. They might look for someone who values team chemistry, prioritizes defense, and has a knack for developing talent. Sound familiar? The Spurs have always thrived on identifying and nurturing talents, whether it's grabbing hidden gems in the NBA draft or finding players who fit their system perfectly. So, the new coach should ideally believe in this core philosophy. This past season, the Spurs kind of struggled more than usual, mostly because the team dynamics were shifting. And let's be real, no Pop at the helm. So they are sort of in a rebuilding phase now. But hey, there's hope. The team's recent moves, like securing some young potential and focusing on building a strong foundation, showed us that the future isn't bleak at all. Now, pairing that with Popovich's influence as president, well, the franchise is in pretty good hands. The new coach will have to hit the ground running, and I'm sure we'll be seeing some exciting changes soon. Anyway, besides narrowing down on the right coach, the Spurs need to focus on their roster too. With some exciting draft picks and a chance to shuffle their roster, they have a shot at recreating that, perfect mix of experience and youthful energy that could propel them back to being contenders. But what do you think? Is it going to be smooth sailing for the Spurs? Or do you sense there might be some challenges ahead? And given the fact that Popovich, while still in a mentoring role, won't be coaching directly, how much does that impact the team's dynamic? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. The passion, the drive, and the Spurs' never-give-up spirit remain as strong as ever. So, how do you see this new era unfolding for the Spurs? What kind of coach would you like to see stepping in? Are you optimistic about, the kind of changes they might bring to the team? Let me know your thoughts down below. Would love to hear them.